Good evening, Kenton community. My name is Sabatino Samato. I'm your superintendent, and this is your weekly Connection update. In the Connection this week, of course, we have an update from the superintendent. There's several stories there. I'll talk about those in a moment. Then we have our safety tip for families. We also have our school and district highlights like we have every week. We finish off with our recognition. So let's get going. First, under my section, you'll see a recognition for our young artists and our artist reception during our board recognition week just last week. Last Tuesday, as a matter of fact, Tuesday evening, we celebrated 10 student artists and their art teachers, and we reflected on the importance of art in education. Check out that story. A special congratulations to our young elementary winners and our middle and high school winners as well. Really, it's a great story. Check that out. Thank you to Denise Carr, all of our art teachers throughout the district. The next story we focus on is digital citizenship. And digital citizenship, we really talk about social media, the impacts of social media, the impacts of using especially those cell phones all the time, and two simple ways that families can help guide their children, setting media expectation and talking with your children about media use. Check out that section. Then we go on to National Red Ribbon Week, which takes place every year from October 23rd to October 31st in order to educate children about making safe and healthy choices when it comes to drugs and alcohol. Really nice section, even a link to the Western New York United website. So really check out that section with the kiddos this week. We talk about our town Halloween bash, and here in the town of Tonawanda this Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m. right there in Lincoln Park, our town of Tonawanda hosts a great annual event. It's become an annual event, this Halloween bash, and tons of people attend. It is a great time. Really check that out. It's a nice thing to do with the family this weekend. There's a reminder there under my section as well that the first marking period, we only have a few weeks left. So really take this opportunity to talk to students about finishing strongly, talking to their teachers about any assignments that they have to get in, and making sure that those first quarter grades are where they need to be. Our next section, safety tips for families, focuses on, of course, coming up, only days away, for families to take a few minutes to focus on Halloween and some of those safety tips for students and kiddos that are going out. We really have some bullets there. We even have a link there. Always accompanied children, older children trick-or-treating alone, all these things that we should watch for, talking with kids about the risks that come along with that event as well. And then we go into school and district highlights. German language department holds potluck for exchange students. That was a great event. Kenmore West seniors gather on the athletic fields to enjoy the sunrise. That was even featured on the news this past week. KTA team raises more than $3,600 for making strides against breast cancer walk. Thank you to all of our staff and our community for really participating there. Buffalo State showcases partnership with Holmes at Professional Development Conference. Hoover Elementary students enjoy Science Fun Festival. Holmes students receive literacy pack through grant-funded program. And finally, Franklin Middle students take part in Reading and Math Buddies program. And finally, we end with our recognition, and this week it is a dad in our community, Mr. Vincent Kaufman Sr. And listen to this story, folks. Mr. Kaufman Sr. has a young student that plays JV soccer. Well, during a game, another student, not his own child, another student got injured. And Mr. Kaufman Sr. not only brought that student home, but picked up that student's family, brought the family and the student to the hospital, stayed with the family and the student in the hospital till they were done, and then brought them back home. Just a fine example of how our community members are here in Kenton, and just a fine example and a model for all of what our students should aspire to be. Great job, Mr. Kaufman Sr. It is people like you that make Kenton great. And that's where we finish off our connection. We've had a little break from the connection. Wonderful things are going around in Kenton. And folks, we're already approaching the end of October. Like I said about grades, let's really kick it into a high gear. The weather may be changing, but some things are constant, and that is how important it is to focus at this time of the year, because together we are Kenton strong. Together we have that Kenton pride, and we will move Kenton forward. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend.